Hi friends, my name is Suchetna. Today is Maha Shivaratri and Shiva is known by different names: Bhairav, Adiyogi, Shankar, Bhuteshwar, Kaleshwar, and many other different names. What I find interesting about Shiva is he is polar opposites. 80% of the time he is meditative, calm, quiet, absolutely serene. But when he's out there to take revenge, he is absolutely pralay. He is a destroyer. Do you think we as human beings also have certain qualities that makes us a yogi, a saint, and certain other qualities which makes us evil or a destroyer? Absolutely. And it's true. While there's no problem in being polar opposites, but we have completely lost touch with our inner self. So there need to be a balance between the two. You cannot be 100% rational and you cannot be 100% intuitive. You need to have an intuitive mind and also a rational mind in order to function smoothly and also realize your full potential as a human being. Because we live in the material world, we have completely lost touch with our inner self. We do everything externally. It's important to understand that everything doesn't have a logical explanation. So sometimes you need to keep your rational mind aside and think with your intuitive mind. If you don't find answers, just look within, close your eyes and ask. Think of somebody wise resides inside of you. It can be God, it can be anybody else, but somebody who knows better than you, somebody who's wiser than you. Just connect with your inner self and ask. If you practice this, you will gradually develop a very intuitive mind, and most likely you will find answers to the most difficult problems which you did not get answered when you thought with a rational mind. I always had this confusion. I used to think that I'm good. I would always think I'm such a wonderful person, a person with such a big heart. Then why I sometimes get hurt and why sometimes people misunderstand me. But as I became a little wise, I just realized that why the hell I need to be good. Nobody expects me to be good. And why do I need to be bad either? I can be both. Children are usually very intelligent and they usually tend to grasp those qualities which help them deal with their elders easily. So if by being disciplined and good they feel that they are getting rewarded faster, they tend to imbibe those qualities. Depending on family environment, they usually imbibe those qualities. If a child feels that by throwing tantrums and by being naughty, he or she is getting rewarded faster, in all probability they will imbibe those qualities, which ultimately shapes their personality. When you grow up believing that I'm good, I'm disciplined, uh, so you start presenting yourself in front of others in the same manner, because you want people to think that you're good and you're disciplined. But nobody can be 100% good or 100% bad. For example, by looking at a person who's well behaved and good, I might think that he's such a wonderful person or she's such a wonderful person. So well behaved and always, willing to help others and being so selfless, always trying to give and contribute and not expecting anything in return. But for another person, he might be absolutely foolish. In the sense, he might feel that only stupid person, weak person, always behave uh, accordingly, according to people's expectations, and always try to give, not asking anything for return. Who could do that? I mean, only a foolish person can do that. He might find a selfish person more uh, acceptable, in the sense that, oh, but this particular person is selfish and he knows how to get his work done, which means that he is smarter. So he might find the selfish person more acceptable, because he thinks that by being selfish, he actually gets what he wants. So it depends on different people's perspective. I might be good for somebody and maybe foolish for somebody else. I might be selfish for somebody and smart for somebody else. You never know. So we should never stamp people, and I understand, in order to function in the external world, we wear our personalities like a dress. So it is important that we should have certain kind of personality, so that people know that this person is like this. But we have actually disowned those qualities which are also inside of us. For example, a person who is very strong, he is always presenting himself to other people as a very strong-willed person, a very determined person. But he also has a vulnerable side. It's not that he is strong 100% of the time. There is also a vulnerable side in him which he disowned completely. So that's a shadow quality which is still inside of him, but he is not acknowledging that. That's why he is living a life which is empty. He is not satisfied completely. So in order to connect with yourself, in order to realize your full potential as a human being, and in order to bring balance within your energy system, you need to connect with your inner self. So it's okay to acknowledge your vulnerable side as well. Just close your eyes and say that I'm a very strong individual, and that's how people like me to be, and that's how I see myself. But I'm not ashamed to acknowledge my vulnerable side. Sometimes I also get afraid. Sometimes I feel weak and vulnerable, which are also qualities inside me, which are also my energies. So I do acknowledge those energies as well. Please help me evolve as a true human being, capable of loving and being loved. Let me give as well as receive. Let there be balance in my energy system, so that I can function smoothly in the bodily level as well as mind level. Having said that, I'm going to end this video today with a chant which I learned from Isha Yoga Foundation app, guided by Sadhguru, when I did a course on inner engineering. So I wish you a happy Maha Shivaratri. Everyone stay safe and stay blessed, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya, Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya, Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya, Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya, Shambho Shambho Maha Devaya. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya, Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya, Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya, Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya, Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya. Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya, Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya, Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya, Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya, Shambho Shambho Mahadevaya. After this, set your alarm for 10 minutes and say this on your mind. Inhale. I am not the body. Exhale. I am not in the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. Say this in your mind for 10 minutes. And when you do that chanting, please ensure that the sound comes from your diaphragm, from your abdominal region up to your throat. This particular ritual talks about improving your immunity as well as increasing your lung capacity. Thank you so much for watching this video. Om Namoh Shivaye.